Okay, welcome back to Casual Antiques. This was a little video YouTube channel I started during COVID. COVID ended and life got in the way. But life is no longer in the way, so we're going for it again. So today I'm going to talk about bronzes. The Bronze Age started about 5,000 years ago and lasted for about 2,000 years. It was important because of weaponry. Bronze is a much stronger metal and weapons became harder. So it was a good thing for that thing. About halfway through the Bronze era, people started to make figurines. But it only really became mass popular during the Victorian period, the 1800s. Middle class Victorians had lots of money, nothing really to spend it on like we do in the modern era. And bronze figurine collecting became a very common thing. So the makeup of bronze is about 80-85% copper and the rest is tin. But other metals are added like zinc, and lead is added as well today for cost purposes and so on. But primarily it's copper and tin. It's expensive. And what happens with bronze is over the years it changes colour. It's called patination. It's a reddish brown when it's first cast, and then it starts to age. And eventually it will turn black with the elements. So I want to show you this bronze. Not a very inspiring bronze. It's a good bronze, but subject matter's not brilliant. And you can see the black. But if you look very closely, you can see here some sort of goldy or reddish stuff. And that's where it hasn't quite aged properly yet. So I would age this at late Victorian, early 20th century. Nothing very inspiring in terms, it's not by any known artist. It's from a factory cast bronze. They would have cast quite a few of them and sold them on the mass market. Its value, all bronzes have value. It's probably 150 to 250 pounds retail. However, this fella I'm going to show you, sitting on my right, which I will bring in, is of a different class. It's green, and I'll explain why in a second. It's by an artist called Nicky Imber, who's a Holocaust survivor. So it's not as old as the other bronze, but it's a substantial and reasonably important piece. It's known as the Wandering Jew. Nicky Imber was a Holocaust survivor, as I said, and most of his bronzes were done on Jewish themes. Difficult to value, but his last bronze I can see sold for $6,000 in America, I believe in New York. The important thing here is it's green. And it's green because the artist, this is by a signed artist, the artist added nitrate to the mix. And nitrate will turn bronze green. And that's why bronzes, such as the Statue of Liberty, which are open to the elements, certainly sea elements, quite often turn green. This is actually a really wonderful bronze, one of my favourite pieces, and it's one of the few that won't ever be sold. Okay, so we've started the channel up again. Let me know in the comments if there's anything you want me to talk about. Maybe go into a bit more depth into Nicky Imber's life, an interesting life, and where you can see his pieces, or anything you want me to discuss within the antique world. Subscribe, click on the like, and leave comments. Thank you.